Hello gang, this is Be Slightly Better Bakery, and today we are making oat balls. I just pulled out this bag from the freezer. So these are the dark chocolate sea salt. These are the fan favorites. We're just going to make some regular ones for you, but this was the easiest one for me to grab. And I'm going to be stopping and going in this video because this is low production quality. So hang on. First things first, make sure you have some space. I'm going to put a cooking tray or a baking tray right here sitting on top of this Tupperware in the freezer. So when I'm done scooping, that's where they're going to go to sit and keep their form for a little bit. Now we're over here at our workstation. So I sit here at this table. You don't need a whole lot of space. Alright, first things first, you need to clean your workspace out and get a rag wet, wipe the table down, spray it down with your chemicals or your clean chemicals, whatever it is you use. Dry it off. Have a towel here for your hands as well in case you need to stop and go for a minute. We got a bowl we're going to mix in here. We have our spatula, that's our mixing spoon. Here's our cookie tray, our baking sheet, and then also a lid I got underneath right now, but that'll cover the oat balls at the end. We have our scoop. This one is I'll tell you the size of that in a minute. Got some handy dandy little tiny spatulas, silicone spatulas. So when we put our honey into the measuring cups and put them into the mixing bowl, that's how I scoop them out, get every little bit, because it all matters. Here's our super duper honey from Honey Run. We switched vendors recently, but this is what we have left over from that. Our Heartland chia seeds, our flax seeds, our natural peanut butter, and our organic rolled oats. Well, now we've made it all the way around the table. You saw everything that I use. I'm going to talk a little more in depth about the actual ingredients themselves. For the organic rolled oats here, we used to have a way better supplier in northern Ohio, northeast Ohio to be specific, near East Palestine or Palestine, whatever you want to say about it. They were definitely superior, but since old Governor DeWine decided to make the expert decision of blowing it up, it released all the dioxins, which is very toxic to human health. This might be one of the most toxic things you could expose yourself to, and now that's all over northeast, East Ohio, Pennsylvania. That traveled pretty far, east and south. So we don't get it from them anymore, but for now we get it from Whole Foods, which is they get it organically from someplace in Iowa, Grain Millers I think is called. The flax seeds, it's just, you want to get organic. That's kind of the main thing here for all this stuff. You want to avoid the GMOs and the pesticides and any crap that they might otherwise put in it on top of it to retain freshness and stuff like that. But as long as they're playing the game right, organic's the way to go. Our chia seeds here, we get them from Heartland Chia, and they're the only ones in the US that grow it. At least that's their claim. But I did some extensive research years ago, and they were definitely one of the only ones in the US that grew it, and they have good practices according to their marketing. But I haven't had any complaints about it for myself or other customers. Peanut butter, natural, organic. You just want to avoid the stuff that's at the stores, the mainstream brands. You run into a lot of contamination and mold issues with peanuts. So it's a little bit of a crapshoot in that arena. But if you can get natural or organic, again, that's kind of your best shot, your best odds, your roll of the dice, you know. If you guys have better options, you know, especially for the oats, a superior oats, organic rolled oats, or a superior peanut option, definitely tell us. We're definitely open to the highest quality ingredients, but as of now, these are the best that we can source. Same with flaxseed. I mean, Bob's Red Mill's in most marketplaces, but again, we just get organic, and they're a relatively trusted brand. The chia seed, we might have found the best one. I mean, if you somehow have a better option, definitely let us know. The honey, you know, we have the most control over this. There's honey everywhere, but we've got a pretty good handle on raw honey around here, and we're excited to use the new one. We got another 5-gallon tub, so we're excited to pop that open and use it. It's wildflower honey. So the best from moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about the key components that are in each of these ingredients. And I would say the thing to kind of take as the key takeaway here is it's exceptional in plant-based protein, has a great fiber content, insoluble and soluble. There's tons of minerals, and it's loaded with antioxidants between all 5 ingredients. This is our baseline product of the original peanut butter oat ball. Yeah. But it also has fats, carbs, vitamins, trace elements, amino acids, enzymes, prebiotics, phytochemicals, sugars, omega-3 fatty acids. And then for like the biggest health impact that you might get out of this, it's going to be in terms of like your heart health, lowering cholesterol. If you have gut or digestive problems, this will help there. If you have weight management issues, there's between all the components within the ingredients, they give you a general sense of feeling full. And then also, if you have inflammation issues, so I think that's most people. So, you know, this is a great source of food that's going to make you feel good and give you a clean source of energy, and you're going to feel good eating it, and you know it's not going to make you feel bloated and make you want to take a nap later on. We are posting articles on our website, so if you want to get like the full in-depth knowledge of each ingredient and how it impacts your health, go check out our website, sign up, subscribe to our newsletter. That's the best way to stay informed. There are some contradictions to all these, but you know, if you're celiac, like you're probably going to avoid this entirely, but you know, there's still ways you can get around it. You just have to find, like, you have to know 100% for sure that the oats are processed in its own facility or something like that. So, you know, you're your best guide here. And so do your own homework as well. But you can also see what homework we've done. And another example would be like for pregnancy, like if you're pregnant, you might want to omit the flax seeds while you're pregnant, because I think it interferes with the iron absorption a little bit, and maybe one or two other small things. But if you're just basically eating it by itself, like you still might be all right sparingly eating this as a pregnant woman. But after you've delivered, putting the flax seeds back in has potential benefits for lactation. There's not really any clear-cut evidence that is going to help you in the area, but it may. And yeah, so those were some contradictions. But other than that, it's a pretty great product for everybody. So let's begin mixing. Okay, we always make double batches. We try to make more than a double batch in a bowl, but it just doesn't quite work out the same. So the double batch is the most you want to do. This is a cup right here. And so what you want is 3 cups of the oats, or 1.5 for a single batch. We're going to come get our chia seeds. And we're getting a teaspoon for each batch, so we're doing double. That means we gotta get 2 teaspoons. Throw that in there. Black seeds. Alright, there's 1. And 2. It's the same as the chia seeds. 1 teaspoon per batch, or if you're doing double, 2 teaspoons. Next, we're going to get our peanut butter. We're going to load this baby up. This is 1 cup, so if you're doing a single batch, do 1/2 cup. You might be saying, that's a dirty measuring cup, Andrew, but I was doing some oat balls this morning at like 4 a.m. to get ready for our next event. So if you're in the greater Cincinnati area, you can come see us at the Russet Grain Mustard Seed event. It's going to be in Hillsboro pretty soon. So if you need some activities to do with the family, I think it's this weekend, since we're almost done with all the objectives. And we got a little extra time to make this video for you. So that's 1 cup. I'll put this away. That one's garbage. Gonna load this baby up with honey. And this is 1/2 cup for a double batch. Oh, let's save some time. Let's just take this off. Put this in the back here. So if you're doing a single batch, it's 1/4 cup. And you want to get as much as you possibly can, as close to the real amount. And that's slightly over, but that's good. No matter what you do in life, especially food, you're going to lose. There's a loss in every little thing you do. So we're not going to get all the peanut butter, we're not going to get all the honey, but we're going to get as much as we possibly can. Usually I like to shake it up a little bit before and mix in the seeds. So I've broken one of the basic things I always do, but I'm going to blame that on my exhaustion, since we just drove an hour both ways to go pick up some more maple syrup for other food products that we're going to sell. The life of running a small business, at least one of them. Gotta have more than one business to make it in this world these days. Alright, so that's about as good as you're gonna get in there. You can lick that off later. And then let's get this honey in here. I have to go all the way around, coat it nice and evenly. Helps with the mixing process. And the same idea, you want to get as much as you possibly can to make it into the bowl. Don't waste your money, don't waste your nutritional content. As much as you can get out of it, the better. Alright, one more good scoop, and then we're going to lick this clean after we're done. We're doing business related stuff. I wear this handy dandy beard net, but this is just personal, so I don't care about that today. Okay, time to mix. get all that oat coverage everywhere, and then you stab it and twist it, stab and twist, move it around. You're going to get a good arm workout, shoulder workout, wrist workout, depending on how many of these you do. This feels like light work since I'm doing nothing. Just doing one of these for you. Slice it, push it around. You don't want anything to be sticking to the bowl when we're done. It'll just be like a nice little pile. Starting to get there. I usually give it one good clean swipe off. Just want to get really close to being done. Keep going. I can see that there's nothing really sticking to the bowl at all at this point, and it looks pretty thoroughly mixed. But you really want to make sure, when you think you're done, just give it a couple extra turns, just because. That to me is done. Wipe this off. Set that to the side, and now we begin scooping. Throw a glob in there, press it in. You want to see like the actual piece that you move when you squeeze the trigger. That's a good size scoop right there. And just keep going. See, there we go. It takes a couple seconds. Nice slow squeeze. Now that's a perfect oat ball. But they get a little less perfect as you go on, because it gets a little sticky. You know, you got peanut butter and you got honey. So if you like to get messy, this is the chore for you. But food makes everybody happy. Food brings everybody to the table. Share stories and your excitement of the day. So, feed your family good food. And it's all knowing the ingredients you put in and all the care and attention you took in making these, all the love that's getting put into these. You know, you're getting a real connection with the food and how it interacts with your body. That's the real objective when it comes to food. Alright, so don't worry if it gets stuck to your fingers and whatnot. It's okay, you just scrape it off every now and again. And you just keep going. And each batch will take, if I'm doing it myself, and this is a double batch, this whole process could take me about anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what's going on and if I have to stop or not. But if I don't have to stop, it's probably about 30-35 minutes if I'm flying and I'm cooking on it. But here, see, it's not taking us no time at all, and I already got about 10 of these. Each batch makes about 36 to a little bit more. This will probably be closer to 36, but if I do the dark chocolate sea salt, it'll be a little bit more. And just gotta be gentle but forceful with the trigger, and you'll get nice scoops. After a while, it'll build up inside, and you just gotta wipe it out, clean out around where this little piece moves and extracts your ball. And we'll stop the video here in a second, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done, and you'll be on your way to making oat balls in no time. Okay, we're back. So 5 minutes later, I was able to scoop 70 plus balls. Looks like we have 3 bonus ones, 3.5 bonus ones. That's just a half guy right there, but that's okay, we'll take it. So we're gonna put the lid on, and you can either put this in freezer, what I'm gonna do, 10 minutes is all you really need. Just like this. Or you can put them in the fridge. Oh, look at all that good stuff. Some raw A2 milks back there. You just want to keep them, you want them to keep their form, just cool off for a minute, and then we're going to take them out. So just for the purposes of the video, or pretend like that was 10 minutes. And we're going to take these and then find some Tupperwares, whatever you got available. Oh, I don't have a whole lot left. Someday we'll get rid of all this plastic and we'll have some glass for everything. All my glass is being used. And you're just gonna take them, put them in here. They're gonna be fine. You could have just skip the whole step of fridge or freezer, really, but it's a little bit of a better process to do it that way. So they'll keep their form as I put them in here and whatnot. But some last thoughts as we go here. We'll probably end up redoing this video someday when we're super successful and everybody's buying all our products. And we'll be putting the new ones up soon. The dark chocolate sea salt, some Ceylon cinnamons, maybe do some of our muffins. So we'll put all these recipes, we'll act them out for you and show you how it's done, and then you can do them at home or start your own cottage food business, start your own bakery, start your own cafe, be entrepreneurial like us. And we're going to keep filling this tub up. This is great for athletes, great for families, great for kids, great for dogs. It's great for everybody, unless it's not great for you because you got some problem where you can't eat this. But if you don't got any problems, then they're great for you. Put the old handy dandy lid on top of this. This one's all mangled. There we go. Got it. Put this in the fridge. And then we're good to go. Now we got yum yums for everybody later. So thank you for your time today. And hopefully you're going to be well on your way to making oat balls, energy balls, protein balls, granola bites. They go by a lot of names. But this video should give you a good tutorial of how to do it, and do it well, and do it the healthiest way for your body. And we'll get you some more video content soon. And in the meantime, go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter. And if you're in Cincinnati, around Cincinnati, you can, when you subscribe, you will get a 10% off your first online order. So you can go to our online store, order a bunch of food, put them in your freezer. It's just like new when you take it out. So the shelf life is super stable for these kind of food products. But you can bulk order these oat balls, coconut balls, muffins, date Snickers, and throw them in your freezer, and your family's ready to eat whenever you need them. So Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.